perhaps we can have the discussion very successful tonight.
Yes. So, we can maybe we can start. No, we can start entertaining questions. You can type here or just a chat box, or you can just say it. Kanino i-address? Kay Sir RG or sa akin or with Ma'am Simbaya. Okay, we have here three teachers. Okay, sino to? Si... Hey, who's this one? Who's Mark Jasper? Sir RG, andyan ka?
Ma'am, saglit lang po, palit lang po ako ng account.
Okay. Okay. Sir RG, saan ka? We have to speak in Tagalog or English.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, there's a need for us to speak in Tagalog. No, most of the attendees in this webinar is actually from actually from Manila, I think. So we really have to speak in Tagalog.
Yes. So, Jaira came in as the first one to enter the Zoom conference. So, si Jack Azucena, ano mo nga yun, Jaira? Si Jaira to. Then we have Shaira. Shaira. May we see your faces? Before we start with your questions, answering your questions, may we see your faces? Children. Children.
By the way, how's my audio
Very clear.
and my video?
Very clear. Where are you?
Good evening po sa inyo.
Good evening.
Good evening po.
In what grade are you? Senior high school or grade junior high school? Everybody's in senior high school. Shaira, grade.
I think they are in senior high school.
Okay. So, can we start? Can we start, Sir RG? Because the students sometimes they are just using their data or what. So we are going to start with their queries so that we can answer them. You can post in the chat box if you are going to ask us, or we can talk about your title. We can talk about revising your statement of the problem or what. So, but before that, this conference or meeting only, we started this. The idea of having this is when we found out that most of you have questions about your study. So since it's vacation time, I think teachers have, or we have the time to answer your queries. Okay? So thank you for being part of the first ever get together of the practical research 2 group. Okay, so your number is overwhelming. I am the administrator of that page actually. So we have Sir Archie, who is also my co-teacher, teaching research and English. Ma'am Sherry will be coming or entering the group soon. She has still have something to attend to. So Ma'am Cheryl will be focusing on the design, mathematics, statistics part of your study. And also I can cut in or do some suggestions as well. I am also a teacher in the senior high school in the research subject. I've been teaching that since
And
the start of the senior high school. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
yes, ma'am, no? Yes, and it's so nice to note that we have our co-teacher here, Ma'am Leila Simbaya, whose
Yeah.
name is actually Lindon Simbaya, the account of her child, I think.
Son.
Yes. And yeah, this is the very first time we will be having this virtual meeting, or should I say discussion on research and with various topics and the parts. And I'm so happy to be part of this, and at the same time to help the students out there. Hopefully, we can cater the all the questions.
And this
Yeah.
is for free. Anybody can enter this Zoom. Then they can ask about research, and this is for free. No, no
Yes,
money
ma'am.
involved here. Okay, this is just a volunteer project of our friends, or there are three of us, or sometimes you can invite some of the experts here also. So if you have, if you are already in chapters 4 and 5, you can invite somebody to discuss to us statistics like that. How are you going to deal if this is the problem, what the sign of statistics will be applied, and how are you going to write your chapter 4 and chapter 5. Okay, but this time, I think we're going to just work on your questions, if you have your concerns for like that. Okay, so we have here,
So
we have
parang press conference po
some,
ito.
yeah.
Ang
you,
saya-saya.
you can say whatever you like, you can ask anything for just admit, or we're going to admit that there are times that we need advice, we need people, that we do not own everything, that we do not, yes, we do not know everything in this world, so we have to ask questions. So this platform
Exactly po, ma'am.
is open for everybody.
So we have here questions from CJ
Yeah,
San Pedro.
yes.
Good eve coaches, how to develop a self-made questionnaire po. Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay, so first, CJ, what is your title muna, no? But first and foremost, in developing, generally, in developing self-made questionnaire, of course, we have to, kailangan siyang ibagay sa, sa what is asked for the statement of the problem ng iyong study. At the same time po, if it is a self-made questionnaire, generally po, we need the validators for that. So I think CJ, anak, grabe anak talaga. CJ, you need to type your questions, or
Question
I
or
mean the
title.
statement of the problem and the title so that we can suggest more.
Okay.
Sige po,
So,
tay.
di ba ma'am?
Okay. Go ahead. You can just say your title, CJ. It's okay.
Yes, yes. So this is actually one of the many challenges for every researcher, the developing of the self-made questionnaire. Because sometimes, no, there are cases na talagang mahirap siya kapag bago or new yung topic. Okay, so nag-post na si CJ. How does the readiness of food beverage industry relate to the employment percentage status of the TVL HE graduates in Malolos, Bulacan?
So I may ask CJ, is the title already approved by the advisor?
Actually, ma'am, yung SOP, una po kasing pinagawa po yung title and then nag-come up po sa SOP. Ito po yung title po na na-approve po.
Okay, so if you're going to look at your title, I think you do not have to write Malolos Bulacan there.
And and in my opinion, how does readiness para siyang qualitative research?
Yes.
No, para siyang ganon kung Siguro
Question pa lang
let us
siya,
know
no?
first.
Pwede gawin natin ang title. Gawin natin ang title. Ano siya? Readiness of food beverage industry. Its relationship to the employment percentage status of TVL HE graduates. Pwede ba yan? Kaso lang, paki-check sir ang the food. Try natin ha. Beverage.
Yun po yung title, ma'am.
Okay. So, question yung isa. Okay. So, a new generation employees, the readiness of food beverage industry, accepting K-12 graduates. Okay, pwede na siya. Pwede siya
Yes,
gawin mong
okay yung
HA.
title.
Like abroad, ano. Pero kung approve na siya, okay lang.
So if that's the title, Ma'am Rubes, perhaps we can regarding the question, how does the readiness of the food, parang ano siya, hindi siya tugma with regards to the title.
So, we can
So
modify the SOP.
yes,
Okay, what would be the first one? So, sulat natin. First, gawin natin ang question. If kailangan natin dito is, we have the new generation of employees, that is the graduates of the K-12. Then, how ready are they? Or how ready level of readiness? Gawin na lang natin quanti siya. So paano siya state? Because pag-how ang sinasabi natin dito, it could be qualitative, right?
So the first question under the descriptive research po, what is the level of readiness of food beverage industry?
Level of readiness
of food and beverage industry.
Food and beverage industry in
accepting the K-12 graduates.
Then, number 2. Ito yung first question. Number 2.
So, Ma'am Rubes, I think we have to have first the siguro, the variables,
yes,
no, the dependent and the independent variables,
yes.
no.
Okay, so we have that number 2.
Pero
anong variable niyo? We have
CJ anak, can we know the variables, please? Do you have decided for the variables to approve ng iyong teacher?
Yes po. Bali yung title lang po kasi yung yung binigay, yung inapprove po niya. And then yung nakita ko po dito.
Sige, gawan na lang natin.
Posible po yung accepting need po ng K-12 graduates. Kumbaga po may mga na-hard na po bang K-12 graduates yung mga FBI.
Ayun ba gusto mo?
Kasi dito sa title, parang ang readiness talaga ng industry yung pinag-uusapan, no?
Hindi yung sa
yes po.
Hindi yung readiness ng K-12 graduates.
Ano bang gusto mo?
Apo.
Ang sa student?
Hindi po, what I mean po is kasi po 'di ba kung nakapag-hard na po yung mga FBI industry, meaning to say, meron na po sila mga empleyado na K-12 graduates, parang yun po yung titingnan nating basis if they are ready na po ba to accept. Kasi kung may previous history na po sila na nag-accept po sila dati. Then kung ano po yung mga qualifications po siguro inano po nila.
Magaling.
Okay.
Magaling ni CJ.
Yeah, matalinong bata. So okay tong first question siya. Okay to. Then shall we go?
Okay, sige. Next one.
Then shall we go to the inferential question, ma'am?
Ang sinasabi ni CJ na titingnan ang mga kung may empleyado na sila, pwede natin ilagay.
Mm. So, kaso yung title is approved na.
Yes, no. Oo, tapos
Ang ganda nito,
nag-contradict
no?
dun sa ano ni CJ na gusto niya. Siguro CJ, ano nyo na lang, you're going
Yes
to
po.
look into yung survey nyo, part of your phase 1. Okay, you are going to do the survey if may mga graduates na doon. No, ilagay nyo sa background of your study. Then,
Yes po.
that made you decide na ito ang gusto nyo na i-tackle or gawing study. Ito na yung title nyo. Para siyang springboard patungo dito sa inyong sa inyong title na to. So, gawin nyo sa
Okay.
background. And then, that's why you have to check the level of the readiness of the food and beverage industry in accepting K-12 graduates. Okay na.
Bali yung number 2 po, ang
Number 2.
titingnan na po natin doon, kung nakapag-survey na po kami kung ilan yung mga kumpanya nag-accept po ng
Hindi.
K-12 graduate.
Lagay nyo yan sa data or basis nyo. Lagay nyo sa background of your study. Okay?
Sa introduction po.
Oh, yes. Sa third paragraph.
Pero sa number 2 po, ma'am, ano po yung pwede nating maging question?
Okay.
Or why variable?
Sige, lagyan natin. Sir RG, ang natin sa number 2?
Bali, significant differences in the level of, na tayo, of readiness.
There. The level of ano lang natin titingnan natin edit. Okay. Set muna natin yung iba. Sir RG.
I think CJ is...
Coach Ruby.
Yes, CJ, go ahead.
Yung sa K-12 graduates po, sa scope and limitations na lang po namin ililimit na mga TVLA graduates lang po ang ano po namin.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Thank you po.
Yes.
At yung Malolos Bulacan, doon mo lagay.
Okay po.
Okay. Okay, Sir RG. There a significant difference in the level of awareness.
Ita-type ko po ba or ikaw, Ma'am
Ako
Rose?
nagka-type po. Ako na mag-type.
Oh, sige. Is there a significant difference in the level of readiness of the food beverage industry in accepting the K-12 graduates? Supposed to be when group as 2. Parang meron tayo dyan depende sa variables niya. No? Pero since we have not decided yet for the independent variables, so safe tayo sa na lang muna.
Yun na lang muna. Kasi baka mahirapan siya.
Yes.
Anyway, pang
Then after that, yes ma'am, after that we can do suggestions pag naka-frame na tayo ng conceptual framework.
Okay. So you have two.
Nakagawa na ng conceptual framework.
Pwede kayo sa 3 lang, si Jay? 3 questions?
Yes po, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll add 1. Okay na ba sa RG yung 1 and 2 natin?
Actually, we have, okay na tong 2 questions po, ma'am. We have the descriptive at saka inferential questions na.
Okay na?
Yes.
Para quanti lang siya talaga, no? Pero pag gusto mo may quali, mas maganda. Pero ilagay mo na lang sa discussion later pag sa result na. Kung may iba ka pang nakita.
Kasi pag pag mag-quali to, meron siyang quali side, parang mixed method na yon.
Mas maganda siya kung quali, pero quanti lang. Okay. Please check CJ.
CJ, some more questions pa?
Yes. Ma'am, sir, yung ano po, yung variables po nito, ano po yung magiging independent po?
Sige, kawan na natin. IV. Ay, gawan pa ito ng questionnaire, right? So, for number 1, gawan na muna natin ng questionnaire. Ano bang bagay ng questionnaire? Kaso, ang questionnaire, you're going to make your own questionnaire.
Yes po.
Yes. Hindi kayo pwede mag-ano lang, mag-adapt. Kasi pag gumawa kayong questionnaire, ang nangyayari dyan, you have to consider for the evaluator, you have to have at least 3 evaluators for the content and face validation
Yeah,
din.
yeah, they need content validators.
Mm-mm. Anong sabi ng
Alam
teacher
mo
niyo?
ano,
Yes po.
Anong sabi ng teacher niyo? Self-made talaga.
Kung wala daw pong mahanap.
Pero simple lang siguro, no?
Opo.
actually
Or,
we can have that mga 15 items na questions.
oo. Which will include what? For example, when you talk about level of readiness of the food industry in terms of what? Parang ganun. Readiness in terms of,
Sa number 1 po yun, ma'am. Limit po
oo,
natin in terms of
level of readiness nila. Then, siguro, pwede natin lagyan, no? Si RG,
Yes,
in
ma'am.
terms
Ma'am,
of,
wait lang. Nag-frame ako dito ng independent at saka dependent variable. So siguro, ang ganda nito na parang online defense.
yeah.
Okay, siguro since if tignan natin yung question, naka-focus siya more on the industry side. Baga preparedness ito or readiness ito ng industry. Diba? So siguro
yes po. Yes.
we'll be including i-classify siguro natin beverage food and beverage industry. Siguro una, what if mga number of employees, parang ganon. At saka pwede ba 'yun, ma'am, no?
Oo. Paki-type, sir ha, paki-type. Kasi,
For the IV,
hindi makapasok tong iba. Right? Ang IV niya, na-type mo, sir?
IV
Okay lang.
is okay, may number of employees, ma'am.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
Mm-mm. Then, ang as
At
to
saka
regular o K to 12 lang.
employees,
Or K to 12 graduate.
pwede siguro natin i-scale siya. Kasi may kumbaga dapat yung IV company related siya at saka yung dependent variable dito is yung level of readiness
Readiness.
nila to accept the K-12 graduates. So siguro ang respondents natin dito yung mga managers.
Okay.
They will be answering the checklist or the questionnaire that the CJ will be framing soon.
Yes.
No, kasi sila yung mas nakakaalam ng overall operations ng company. Sila yung makaka-determine.
Okay, please take note,
Number of
CJ.
employees.
Ang respondents mo, mga managers. So,
Yeah.
may access kayo dyan sa manager? May access kayo? Baka
Yes.
mahirapan kayo.
Bali po pag po nabigyan na po kami ng letter ng school. Ayun.
Ilang industries lang dyan?
Pero ano po namin kasi malolos, kumbaga, at least 20 managers po siguro. We need to say 20 FBI industry po.
Bali
Mga 20
ang
po.
kwan nito, CJ, ang lokal nito is sa buong City, Malolos City.
Opo, sa Bulacan, opo, Bulacan po, opo. Malolos, Bulacan.
So kung ma-access kayo, mas
Okay,
okay.
okay.
Okay, so sir,
Hindi na
Sa
tayo
mga
pwedeng
McDo,
ano,
Jollibee
no?
po,
I think,
mababait.
mm-mm. Okay. So
ay, very
in-accept talaga
good.
nila yung mga senior high school graduates. In-accept talaga nila sa industry nila. Kasi may graduate tayo, isa pa lang, isang year pa lang yata. Or it's the second year.
So,
Number of
yes, I
industries,
think,
FBI industries.
number of employees po yung first sa IB,
Oo.
at saka yung next is ang dependent variable natin is level of readiness of FBI. So we need to add 2 more para sa independent variables natin. No, at least dalawa or ano. So we will do the number of employees, at saka yung isa I suggest siguro pag sinabi ba nating food and beverage industry, yan ba ay naka-exclusive sa mga Jollibee at saka McDo? Di ba hindi naman? We have resorts na siguro nag-o-offer ng ganong services din. Right, CJ?
Yes po, yes po. Hindi lang din naman po
So,
siya nakalimit sa
yes,
Okay.
yes. So pwede siguro yung pwede siguro yung shall we say type of
Type of business
FBI?
or of
Mm-mm.
industry.
The
Ang
number 1 po yun.
yes, number 1 pa lang.
Uh,
In terms of type
type
of
of
business.
bilang bali ang ibig sabihin natin ng type of FBI, which you will be clarifying sa definition of terms later on. Bali is this solely for the fast food chain or for the resorts or for ano pa bang iba diyan? Di ba pag sinabi nating
Yes po.
Jollibee, McDo, mga fast food
Usually,
chains
meron
ito, no? Meron din mga resorts na may ganong services. Meron ding mga hotels na may ganong services. Right?
all
So, hindi tayo
resto po.
maglilimit sa fast food chain. Yeah, may mga resto bars and everything. So, ganun.
Okay po.
Ganun ang ibig sabihin natin ng type of FBI. Okay?
Okay, take note CJ,
Yes.
baka makalimutan maya.
Ini-encode ko
Apo,
level
nag-upload po.
of...
Thank you po.
So, bali, yung isa na lang. Isa na lang na independent variable ang kailangan natin.
Sa
Or
number
okay
of
lang ba yung dalawa?
employees,
For me kasi mas maganda yung
and
tatlo, but perhaps
okay ng dalawa. Pero dito sa number of employees, pwede siyang sabihin na regular or K-12 graduate. Or number of employees, we refer to K-12 graduates only.
kasi pwede yung isa at employment status. Parang ganon.
Di ba yung
regular
mga
o
K-12, hindi yan
casual. Pero
permanent.
usually
Casual lang.
contractual ang mga yan.
Contractual. Okay. Number of number of employees who are if we refer to employees, we refer to K-12. Yan ba?
Kasi ang ibig kong sabihin is as to number of employees is yung company size talaga.
Okay.
No, yung company size na pwede siyang directly or indirectly nakaka-affect talaga yon sa hiring process ng isang company. In my opinion, kasi ngayon, for instance, merong pandemic, so merong recession, parang ganon. So probably a number of employees can actually affect when
Readiness.
to hire or not to hire. So posible yun. Then another one type of FBI, so na-clear na natin. Yung isa siguro ano na lang, preferred employee qualification. Parang ganon, your preferred qualification of employee by the by the by the manager or by the FBI. Pwede kaya yun? Preferred. What do you think, Ma'am Robes?
Oo.
Dapat unanimous.
Oo. Oo, sabi. Okay. Nandito na ba? Number of employees.
I already have encoded it.
Okay. DB level readiness of FBI. Okay. Sige. So, dalawa lang.
So, dadagdagan natin yung IB ng isa, yung preferred qualification of
Yes.
employee.
Ma'am,
So, ganyan.
sir, yan po ba yung mga qualification na po, skills, kung meron po silang credentials
Yes,
for
yes.
hiring process po?
Yes.
Thank you po.
Yes. Kasi ganito yung CJ, with regards sa qualification, merong iba-iba naman kasi yung standard ng bawat FBI, no? Merong acceptable sa kanila yung ganito, merong hindi. So that's for us to be able to know of which of the qualifications that you will be enumerating later on, kung alin doon yung mas preferred ng mga ng mga FBI. At the same time, by knowing such, you will be able to determine the readiness, the level of readiness, sa pag-hire ng mga K-12 graduates.
So, ang lalagay ko po doon, preferred qualifications po.
Yes.
Thank you po.
So, klaro na ba, CJ?
Next tayo sa
Yes,
stage? Ano nang sunod mo? Tanong nakalimutan.
Sige po. Bali, sa SOP po nito, factors po ba yun? And pwede po ba masabing factors po yung tatlong IV?
Hindi naman sa factors. Bali, yun ang IV, mat DV, yun ang sagot, kumbaga, kung sagutin na natin ang number 1 mo. So, meaning, makikita natin sa questionnaire mo ang mangyayari dyan. So, what is the level of readiness of the food and beverage industry in accepting the K-12 graduates in terms of yun na, di ba? So,
yes.
Number of, in terms of employees or manpower, ang tatawag doon. Search.
Which one, ma'am? Yung bali ang ibig sabihin yung numbers. Kasi sa number of years, dito sa IV, paano are we talking of the IV? Sorry, I'm lost for a minute. Dito sa number of employees, siguro i-classify natin siya into, halimbawa, 10 to 20, then 20.
Sa questionnaire mo na yan, CJ.
40, then 40 up, yung parang ganun, yung may tatlo siya.
Okay po.
Age bracket.
Yung DB, bali ano po, yun po yung demographic profile. Associate po natin sa ano po.
Category.
Sa IV po.
Demographic profile
No,
ka?
CJ, yes.
Yes po.
Kailangan pa ba ng demographic profile
Oo.
ito?
Ay, sorry, hindi na po pala.
Hindi na.
Sa ano lang po, hindi na po kasi FBI industry nga po palang ano natin.
Hindi graduates.
Naka
Hindi
ano po.
graduates.
Yes, yes.
Opo.
Si Jay magtanong ano. Parang tayo. Okay. So, ang mangyayari dyan, isang paper na to. Okay. Yan ang SOP mo. Gumagawa na tayo ng conceptual framework, di ba? So, gusto mo na makita siguro yung ano. Pero okay na siya. As your IV, number of employees, and preferred qualification, ang DV mo, level of readiness.
A level of readiness of FBI. Yung
Yes.
preferred qualification, CJS under yan sa IB, ha?
Yes po, opo. Nilagay ko
Ng
po.
FBI. Ng
Thank you po.
Okay.
Meron
FBI
pa-
Yun na. FBI tayo.
Opo.
Kasi parang student, parang
Pwede ba
FBI.
po?
Okay na, yun na. Tapos,
Sure.
from your IV,
Oo.
conceptual, no, gawa tayo ng questionnaire. Di ba, sir?
Yes, yes, ma'am, yes.
So, ano mangyayari sa questionnaire? Wala nang demographic. Okay.
So part 1 ito is actually ano yung sa questionnaire pwede yun if need ni CJ ng mga sample pwede
Wala ka.
natin siyang tulungan, no? We have available or soft copies ng mga nangat.
Okay.
Nagpa-fluctuate si Globe.
Oo. Okay, pwedeng we're going to look for the questionnaire for CJ. Baka meron din ganun na available kasi mahirap magawa ng questionnaire.
Merong available.
Right? So, i-note lang natin dito. And later, CJ, you message us para ma-follow up natin, ha?
Ano po yung FB?
Ha?
Opo. Ano po yung FB account niyo po, ma'am?
Yun po sa Ruby to Villaliave. Pwede ka sa Edsel Ruby. Pwede
Yung
ka sa,
name ni ma'am.
Ruby to Villaliave. Yan ang host. Name sa host.
Okay po.
Sige, para...
Tapos si sir po,
I-message na lang kita siguro mamaya, I think.
Okay, just leave your full name here. Ito ba talaga?
Oo,
Si
your
Jason
FB
Pedro Marasigan. Sa'yo to.
pero FB name ko po ano po?
Ano? Sige.
Please,
Pakitype dito.
iwan mo na lang dito sa
Chat. Para makita natin, then we're going to look for that. Then, makasuggest tayo, ha? Ang hirap pa binin mo. Okay, amigos, maestro. Ay, naku. O, sige. So, okay na si Jay. At least nakagawa ka na ng statement of the problem, like that.
Meron pa siyang
Pwede pong
katanungan.
humingi po.
Nawawala.
Pwede pong humingi po ng tips sa intro, ma'am.
Okay, Sir RJ, ikaw na.
Hello po.
Yes. Sir RJ, ikaw na yan sa intro.
Sa paggawa po ng introduction po,
Okay, na-mute yung microphone. Actually, sa paggawa ng introduction, no, mga dapat natin tandaan una, kailangan natin mag-establish ng premises ng study, no, ng halimbawa nitong sa title. Kumbaga, you have to describe ano ba talaga yung current status ng, let's say for instance, ng mga food and beverage industry dito, at saka i-describe mo rin yung mga K-12 graduates, at saka yun, kailangan mo ding i-establish yung gap ng iyong yung gap na kumbaga what pushes you na na ito yung nature or ito yung dapat mong i-research or pagtuunan ng pansin. So yung mga bagay na yon dapat siyang masuffice sa introduction. So bottom line dito is we need to ganito ulitin ko. You need to describe, establish or research more on the status of the FBI sa buong Pilipinas, sa buong mundo, at specifically dyan sa inyong lugar sa Malolos, Bulacan. At the same time, pagkatapos niyan, kailangan mo din actually na mag-relate yon sa K-12 graduates natin. Questions would be, how prepared are the K-12 graduates to conquer the workplace? And how ready are these industries, no, based on your observation, based on the prevailing scenarios, no? Kuha ka sa mga articles, sa mga magazines, or kung merong mga study na related dyan, pwede mo sila actually na makuna ng idea or ma-cite dyan sa introduction pa lang. Specifically yung introduction, it would range to mga 2 pages or two and a half or 2 pages, basta ma-suffice mo yung mga pinaka-meat niya. Okay, so yon. So I'll be sending you perhaps, no, pag nagka-connect tayo sa Facebook mamaya or sa Messenger, some questions na pwede nating i-discuss yan para mabigyan mo ng yun nga, yung what is needed para sa introduction mo. Yes?
Yes po, thank you po. Ay, yung isa na lang po.
Yes.
Quanti rin po kasi siya.
Yes. Wait. Nag-message ka?
Dito lang po sa Zoom.
Okay. Ano po yung question, CJ?
Ito po.
Wait lang, hindi pa nag-a-appear dito sa akin.
Ayun po, sir.
Okay, so kaninong study mo rin to?
Po?
Bali,
mga proposal
research mo din.
Po kasi.
I see. Effect. Effects of community quarantines on the business activities of selected resorts in Malolos, Bulacan. Kasi yung Malolos, Bulacan, usually hindi yan ini-include sa title.
Yes po.
Bali, you will be focusing on the effects of community quarantine. So bali dito ang bali ang pag-aaralan mo din is still mga businesses. So broad siya. Pag sinabi nating business activities, kasi madaming business types. Diba? What makes it broad? Kasi mas mabuti kung i-specify mo aling type ng business. Kasi if you will go around the city, halos lahat dyan, okay, financial and operational po. So, halimbawa ng mga financial, mga banks, parang ganon, CJ?
Sa resort po, sir. Resort po yung pinaka-business po.
Resort, selected
okay.
Resorts.
Tapos, ang focus lang po.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, hindi ko na So, resorts. So, parang ganun din sa first natin, no?
And operation. Siguro, financial and operational factor.
Bali aspect ng resorts, financial and operation po. Okay, so, ganun din yung parang ganun din sa first natin na na title. So, yung dito, yung independent variable mo, ganun din,
community quarantine.
Number of employees, pwede yon kasi andito resort dito ang yung pagtutuunan mo ng pansin. So yung IV mo, pwede number of employees, pwede ba yung location? Can we include location? And yung dependent variable mo dito is yung effect of community quarantine sa kanilang ano, activities.
Business activities. Community
Yeah,
quarantine. Ano nga,
business.
ano ang community quarantine? Ano dyan? Ano ang include mo dyan sa community quarantine?
Yeah. Di ba may classification yung community quarantine?
Pwede siyang
Merong
Opo.
ECQ, merong GCQ, merong
MGCQ.
yes. So siguro lagyan natin ng specific na community quarantine.
Ito
Pwede
po
siya,
yung SOP po. Send ko po sa
sige,
Oh, sige,
send.
please, let us see.
Then, next natin, mag-ready tayo for Edel siguro because Edel is experiencing technical problem, I think, with the net because he's from Davao. May bagyo sa Davao kasi.
Ano?
So, we are going to... Okay
Wow,
lang
meron
ba?
tayo
Ang iba,
from Davao.
unahin natin si Edel kasi
Oh,
nagchat-chat lang
sige,
siya.
sige.
If siya nasunod, then he's going to get in na sa Zoom kasi
Yes, yes.
wala yung signal niya.
Ma'am, pwede. Ma'am?
Okay. Yes.
Ma'am.
Oh,
Yes.
Ma'am,
okay,
pwede
CJ,
naman
ganito
po.
yun. Ano ka, yes, sige, go ahead.
Kung
Okay.
ano
Go
po,
ahead,
pwede
CJ.
naman po si...
Mm-mm.
Hello po?
Yes.
Hello po?
Yes, yes.
Apo. Pwede naman po kung ano si... Ma'am babae po ba yung Ma'am Edel?
Si Edel, ano siya, yung student din. Okay. Lalaki yata.
Apo.
Oo, babae.
Pwede naman,
Lalaki.
Okay.
Sige.
pwede naman po pagbalik po ni Edel, siya na po muna ang ano po natin.
Okay. Sige, wait lang. Kung makapasok siya.
Sige po. Thank you po.
Sige, tingnan natin.
Pero CJ, nakikita ko dito sa SOP, what is the description of community quarantines in terms of, okay, 1, 2, 3, what is the 2019 outcome of business activities, lacking resource, operational activities, financial activities? Are there significant relationship? Siguro muna, sa question number 3, are there significant differences?
Okay po.
Then,
Okay, differences po kasi comparison.
Number 4. Yes po. So, we're going to compare to the particular community quarantine classifications at saka at the same time yung yung sa activities and financial activities at saka yung operational activities. At saka sa sa question number 4, relationship na ng community quarantine at saka ng resorts financial and operational activities ng mga resorts or ng business activities ng resorts. Yon.
Okay.
Sa number 4 yon.
Bali, isa pong difference, isa pong significant relationship.
Yes. Bali sa number 3, significant differences, and sa number 4, significant relationship. Okay na po?
Pero same variables lang, sir, no?
Yung
Pero okay na
variables
po yung
dito,
1 and
different
2?
po siya. Yes. Kasi klaro naman dito na classify mo yung quarantine, community quarantine.
Yes.
So yung variables mo, yung sabi ko nga location, at saka yung number of employees, and FBI type siguro. Kasi resort services offered kaya, pwede.
Ano ko po, sir, ilalagay po?
Number of employees, location. Bali yung yung independent variable ang ibig kong sabihin.
Number of
Bali sa
employees.
conceptual framework mo sa independent variable, number of employees, location, at saka services offered.
Kasama din
Tignan natin kung merong variation sa services offered. Yes, go ahead.
yung mayroong kasama na din po dun yung community quarantines. Bali, 4 po yung IB ko po.
Wait lang.
Sa ilalim ng community quarantines, ilagay mo bullet, enhanced community, modified, tsaka GCQ, parang ganun na. Kasi type siya ng community quarantines eh.
Opo.
So that will fall under the independent variable. Or pwede wala, why do lang kit iba niya variable, amo na lang ni B.
Ano?
Yung community quarantine na lang, tapos yung dependent variable niya, yung dependent variable niya is yung effect.
Yes.
Effect in the business activities of selected resorts.
Pwede siya. Effect on the outcome.
Yun.
Or outcome lang. So, di ba may outcome to? Or na-correct mo na to? Number 2.
So, final na, CJ. So, bali, yung IV mo, community quarantine, tapos i-bullet mo under the community quarantine yung ECQ, MACQ, at saka yung GCQ, tapos yung dependent variable mo, yun yung effect in the business operation.
Yung po, sir?
Yun na lang, para simple at saka mas madali.
Okay po. Number of employees po, tsaka service offered po.
Bali, wala na.
Maano siya? Fall siya sa financial or sa pag sabihin mong effect na business activities. So, saan? Effect saan? Sa number of employees, it could be na nagbawas lang ng employees or yun, as is lang.
Bali, Ma'am Rubes, yung questionnaire natin dito, I think sa effect is merong dalawang categories yung questionnaire. So kumbaga that would mean around 30 questions, no, for the effect. Tapos yung first question is under sa category ng operation. Tapos yung another 50 na question is under sa category ng financial activities. So that means no na we'll be knowing kung ang mga business activities ba ng mga resorts sa Malolos, saan ba sila most affected, o kumbaga saan yung hardly hit sila during the ECQ, during the MECQ, or during the GCQ. Actually parang obvious yung sagot, parang nasa ECQ. Pero depende naman, malay natin.
Pero kasi ang iba, okay naman sila na ganun financially. Okay. So, ano pa? Ang number 3 pa.
Ano pa, CJ?
Okay na po. Bali, na lang po. Yung questionnaire na lang po ang no?
Add na lang natin ang questionnaire.
Questionnaire na lang.
Pag-isipan kung ano yung mga pwede dyan. Kung wala talaga na available online, then we have to based sa yung statement of the problem.
Yeah. Or kung hindi siya available online, ma'am, pwedeng gumawa si CJ at saka i-critic na lang natin.
Sige. Basta sa base ka sa concept mo. Conceptual framework.
Hindi ko na-expect may Tagalog ngayong
your
gabi.
your questionnaire should should answer, okay, your statement of the problem always.
Okay po.
Si Edel, hindi pa rin makapasok, pero joining siya. Siguro weak signal, ano? Okay.
Most probably. So, mayroong Rodriguez, si Shaira Rodriguez.
Shaira. So,
Thank you po sa inyo.
thank you, CJ. You can message us. Then,
CJ, if you have... Yes.
you can stay. Well, you can listen with the rest of
I
the
will stay po.
okay, then would request you later if you could join or subscribe in our YouTube channel up there,
Of course. Yes po.
and
Thank you
the
po.
page like that. It was posted also in our pictures on a poster, so that will be updated on the tips that we're going to upload. Okay, thank you.
Thank you po.
Okay, so next we have Shaira. Si Edel is not entering the Zoom, the meeting. Okay, so can we have Shaira? Where's Shaira?
Nawala po.
Baka na ang globe. So continue, CJ.
Ay, masaya pala to. Let's
Continue,
do
CJ,
this
if you have
open.
question. Yes.
Kasi maulan, umuulan.
May bagyo. May bagyo sa Davao.
Masaya.
Ma'am Laila, you have something to say? Ma'am Laila? Hindi talaga makapasok siya. Parang nawala si Shaira. Nahiya yata. Baka gusto niya mag-unload. Yes, ma'am.
Hello, Ma'am Lai.
Hello, good evening. Actually, I'm just listening para makakuha ng idea for future use. At least may mga idea po
Galing ni CJ.
na kuha. Oo.
Ang galing ni CJ.
Out sa mga
Pang-thesis na yata.
questions. Hindi ko kaya yun.
Magaling no. Ito na si Edel connecting. Okay. Kahapon pa to si Edel eh. Kahapon pa naka-reserve. Pero hindi siya makapasok. Sir. Si Acer ka daw, oh. Palitan mong name mo dyan. Ayan na si Edel. Hi, Edel. Hello? Hi, Edel. Okay, good evening.
Good evening, Edel.
Wala. Okay, you can just type your queries. You can just type your questions dito sa chat box. Wala talaga siya. Nawala ka. Nawala ka. Nawala talaga siya. Dito kaya sa ano? Dito na lang. Okay, the voice call. Hello? Ay, hindi talaga siya makapasok. tira makapasok si Edel. Kanina pa yan siya, ano.
Si CJ talaga yung pinakamaswerte.
Yes,
Yung araw.
magaling ang sound niya.
Siya yung first. Yeah.
Wala nang dalawa. Okay, CJ, tapusin na natin yung study mo.
Tapusin natin yung
Study mo.
inumpisahan natin sa iyo, CJ.
CJ, tapusin na.
Yes po. Paano po?
Wala pa si Edel eh. Sige. Sayang time mo. CJ, wala. Okay, ano na to CJ?
So, siguro
Ano
si
na yun?
CJ.
Ma'am, yung sa
Yung
operational po, di ba po mas
Operational.
maganda po siya yung operational definition po, mas masasagot po siya kung may questionnaire na po. Kasi yung po yung basis ng operational definition po ng variables.
Hindi, unahin mo yon. You do it first, gawan mo ng definition, mga terms mo sa title. Tingnan mo nga kung ano yun. And then, para makafocus ka dun sa questionnaire.
Para makagawa po ko ng questionnaire. Okay.
I-define mo
Pero
na
kung
yung
meron na po kaming standardized na questionnaire,
Nawala. Hello?
yan. Hello po.
Hello? Ano na ba yun?
Okay na. So, dapat unahin yung sa definition of terms para doon makapag-plan out ka ng mga scaling mo, especially sa operational definition, no? So, kailangan 'yon i-establish or unahin mo, tsaka doon from there makakagawa ka ng you can begin your questionnaire na right after that.
Thank you po.
Ang question daw ni Edel, yung sa questionnaire daw sa instrument niya. Yun din siguro yung tinatanong ni CJ. Sendan ko na lang siya ng result nito. Ng recorder. Sampling daw. Chapter 3 yung sa kay Edel. Siguro, schedule na lang natin siya later. Or next, another time
Or next
na
time, like,
walang bagyo. Kasi may bagyo doon. Baha daw.
oh, yala. Stay safe.
Yun ang sabi ni yung chapter 3 niya. At saka yung sampling. Gawa na lang natin ng video si Eden. Gawa natin ng video. At isend sa kanya. Okay. Okay, so CJ, wala nang question. Okay na. Pwede ka nang kumain or pwede ka nang mag-dinner. You can just message us if you have something to ask, or before ng mga Zoom conference natin, send mo na para maka-prepare kami kung anong focus mo. Okay, thank you very much. CJ. Ma'am Simbaya, ano tong mo? We'll go, kinaraya na. CJ, okay na sa'yo, kinaraya. Hindi ka ba tiyan, sir? Sir Acer, patay mo microphone.
Acer gali ako niya.
Oh, change. Akala ni
Change
CJ.
name next time.
Si Sir RG Caro. Sir RG Caro is doing his doctorate already. Okay. You will be happy if Ma'am Legreso will be
Ano na
coming
yun, sir? Pasado
over.
na.
Oo, pasado na yan siya.
Ah,
Pasado
basta
na
si
sa
Jay
thesis.
tutulungan ka namin.
Okay. So far, kung maging... Oh,
Ay,
ayan na.
salamat
Si
po.
Ma'am Sher.
Mag-ano na din po.
Let's welcome Ma'am Cheryl
Ay, sige po.
Legreso. If you have something to ask about statistics or what, you ask. And the design, you ask her now. Okay. Pa-review natin yung ginawa natin kanina. Anyway, wala din si ano eh. Wala tayong ano, lumabas sila.
Ma'am Simbaya, do you have your questions, ma'am?
Oo, dyan na si Ma'am She. Ma'am Lai. About statistics. Ma'am She din ka na. Mayapon ka pa, why pa yapon? Nagmolin pa
Just
ko.
ko na-realize, kumabudlay, gali mang Tagalog.
English mo na lang para
Pero
maintindihan ni CJ. Galing CJ, ano? Mga students ko hindi nakapasok ah.
Yes.
Check ko naman to. Na-try ko kasi. Ang kay Edel, itong tanong niya. Yung question ko po kasi is sa chapter 3 under po sa research instrument. So the same as with CJ, right? Ang magawa ng instrument. Then what I don't understand kasi is the sampling. So gumawa tayo ng video para sa kanya.
You know what, mas matutulungan si Edel kapag meron tayong title niya at saka yung mga statement of the problem niya. At saka mas matutulungan siya kasi ngayon what we have is just general idea. So parang ang hirap kung paano atakihin yung gusto niyang mangyari kapag wala tayong title at saka yung SOP.
Sige.
Good evening.
Good evening, Ma'am She.
Good evening, Ma'am She.
Si Ma'am Simbaya, Ma'am She. So we have here CJ. We have just finished with the brainstorming with the study of CJ. You can check Ma'am She if okay. You have some corrections here. IVDV, and we are planning to have or to make a questionnaire based sa kanyang SOP.
Regarding what topic?
Dito. Mahaba na kasi. A new generation of employees, the readiness of food and beverage industry, and accepting K-12 graduates. So ito, 1, 2, we have here the question statement of the problem. Okay. Number 1, what is the level of readiness of the food and beverage industry in accepting the K-12 graduate? Tama ba yun? may statistic siya para dyan. Then, is there a significant difference?
Very ready or so ang questionnaire must be wala pa questionnaire. So the questionnaire must be different categories about their readiness to accept the food and beverage industry. So just like from strongly disagree to to strongly agree, then we are going to measure the level according to very highly ready, and from not ready to highly ready, I think.
So
It
far,
depends
okay
upon
siya.
the adjectives that Sir RJ will use and recommend.
Sir RG is responsible for that. Okay, pero okay siya. Okay siya. Pwede siyang
Yes,
measure.
okay siya.
Okay, this one. Next. Pasensya na kayo sa aming Tagalog. Okay, next. Is there a significant difference in the level of readiness of food and beverage industry in accepting K-12 graduates?
Significant difference in what category?
The level of readiness.
Level of readiness.
In terms of,
In terms of
yung
what?
sabi-sabi mo, ano sinabi mo? Depende sa ating questionnaire.
Oo. Depende sa questionnaire nga. So, ang level of readiness, pero meron yata sigurong category. Depending to different groups of people or different groups of, paano ba yan?
Oo. Yung sabi mo kanina, Sir RG, ano ba yan?
Yung
Wait lang.
depending on the location.
Nagchat-chat si
Ano,
Bernie.
paano ba? Ano ba yan?
Gusto niya pumasok. Ibig dyan, pasok siya sa Zoom.
Di ba, dapat meron siyang different category in order to identify the significant differences.
Yes, yes. Anong question ba yun?
So number 2.
Question
Is there a significant
2.
difference in the level of
Yes,
readiness
meron
of
tayong
food
ano.
versus in executive graduates in terms of
Sa kwan siya, number of employees,
okay,
type of FBI or food and beverages industry.
Okay.
Tapos
So,
preferred
meron.
qualification of employee.
lagay natin yan sa number 2.
Yan.
I-add natin.
Bali, IV tong preferred
In
qualification of employee.
accepting the K-12 students. Yun, no? Yun, di ba?
Graduates.
Yung last part. K-12
Graduates.
students. K-12
Good evening.
graduates.
Ito na si Edel. Yes.
Ito yung kay Edel. Ito yung kay Edel.
Oo, ang last na pinost ko.
Yung readiness of food and beverage industry.
Hindi. Yung isa na. Ang kapopost ko pa lang.
Yung effectiveness of modular modalities towards the learning competency. Okay.
Revise natin ba, Edel? Revise title.
Approve na.
Pero okay na yun. Dalawang questions lang doon sa readiness of food and beverages industry.
Kay ano yun kay CJ? Balikan natin CJ.
At tapos na yun?
Balikan natin.
Move on muna tayo kay Edel kasi
Kay
mas
Edel,
ano
mas
to, mas
nawawala.
Sige.
agaw buhay itong sa kanya yung signal.
Nakapasok siya,
Sige.
Effectiveness of modular
Modular modalities.
Learning
Effectiveness of modular learning modality.
Okay.
Towards learning competencies of yung student. I think we should also identify what specific learning competency or what specific subject. Diba? We can't have it all.
Yes. Yes.
Or else, ang dami nating gagawin pag lahat ng subject. Diba?
Okay. Effectiveness of modular learning modality in, no? Or doon na lang
In kung anong subject yung specific subject.
Yums siya. Anong pwede sa yums?
Kasi pag pag ginamit natin yung term na learning competency, kailangan meron talaga tayong specific na subject na i-measure. Kasi lahat ng learning competencies, mahihirapan tayo dyan, di ba? Pag lahat ng subject kinuha natin. Marami tayong tests na gagamitin.
Effectiveness of modular learning modality.
I think kung gusto ni Edel, mas magandang palitan natin ng modular learning modality, its effectiveness in the student's achievement in the achievement of yung student in Polytechnic College of Davao del Sur, ganun.
Its effectiveness
Pwede.
So parang GPA ang gusto mo siya.
Oo, para hindi na masyadong mahirap mag-solve ng mga ganyan.
Yes, parang kung baga consolidation ng lahat ng subjects, parang
Anong
GPA
klaseng
nyo.
study to? Pang masters ba o
Evaluative lang po siya, ma'am.
Effectiveness towards pakiulit nga, ma'am she. It's
modular learning modalities, its effectiveness in
performance.
its effectiveness in its effect in the achievement of yung student
Effect in the
achievement of UM student. UM students in, I think I have to write here.
Students in, di ako ka-right.
Doon sa chat.
Chat box ako siya.
Modality,
Change natin
its
yung polytechnic, no?
effectiveness, and
Polytechnic.
its effectiveness, its effect in the achievement of UM students. In Polytechnic College of Davao del Sur, pag gusto niyang ilagay yan. Pero pwede na siya siguro sa delimitation of the study.
Oo, sige. Na,
Kahit
okay.
na hindi na ilagay yung yung location.
Nawala na naman siya. Sige lang.
Okay lang yan sa Edel.
Kahapon pa yan nag-message. Kanina, nag-aabang.
Siguro kunin na lang natin yung FB ni Edel at saka tulungan to messenger na lang. Kawawa
Edel
yung
J.
bata.
Wamar. Edel J. Wamar.
Oo, siya yata yung nag-register kanina dun sa
Yes, ang una.
Tapos, nasend ko sa kanya yung Zoom account.
Si Edel. Okay. Mag-chat lang kami. Chat ko na lang. Edel J.
Hindi, pang-cancel. Dato tanan.
Okay na? Sige, balikan natin. Ayan na si Edel,
Oy.
Edel, okay ka na? Nakakahabol ka?
Ayaw muna ha.
Nakakahabol ka? Teka muna ha, mag-print lang ako dito eh. Ang dami nating ginagawa.
Edel J.
Pati pa dun si, si CJ San Pedro Marasigan.
Gusto mo na. Pasok na. Nawala na naman. Edel.
Okay.
Ano ko na lang?
Kailan ba deadline ni Edel?
Nawala na naman. Sige lang, chat lang yan. Mag-chat lang yan.
When ba yung deadline ni Edel?
Tingnan ko muna yung yung piniprint nila. Wait lang.
Edel, kailan mo ba kailangan to, yung deadline mo?
Wala siya, nawala. Sige na, i-chat ko lang. Kaya nawala daw ang connection niya. Okay, ang problema niya, sampling daw. Modular learning is effect in the achievement of young students. Okay, sample niya.
I think big school ito, kaya slow beans yung gagamitin. Mag-random sampling siya. Slow beans formula yung gagamitin ni Edel. Pero dapat malaman natin kung ilan yung total population.
Ito muna. Dito na lang sa sa chat para matakol natin. Nakakain na kayo. Nakakain na kayong dalawa. Mamaya na. Actually,
5 p.m. yung dinner namin.
Wow. Supposed to be, we're going to start 8, but we started early. Then we finished the 1. Then it's already 9:30. So next time, pag mga 10 sila, Pwede natin schedule lang, di ba?
Oo.
Na in
So
this Zoom,
ngayon,
5 lang. And this next session.
pero si CJ pwede siyang mag-PM sa atin, sa iyo, sa
Anytime.
akin o kay She, in case na hindi pa niya meron siyang katanungan regarding sa kanyang study.
Yes. Oo. Kasi parang na
He
di
can
ba?
actually
Established na.
message us anytime.
Mm-mm. In a
Yes.
way, vacation naman ngayon.
Oo.
Okay, wala pang question.
Ma'am Leila, if you have your
Ma'am
questions,
Lai, may
then
question
you can
sa stat. Ma'am
actually
Lai?
post it on the group.
Ma'am Lai?
Please post it on the comment section so that Ma'am She can actually answer all the questions you'll be
Statistics
posting.
part. Nag-leave si Jaira. Why nag-leave? Kay, nauna pa to si Jaira eh. Jaira.
Siguro internet issue kasi merong bagyo.
Mm-mm.
So most probably sa next time na kung walang bagyo, then we can have this. Ay, okay, thank you si CJ. I think Ma'am Leila has no question. She's not posting anything.
Si Ma'am Laila, ano ba? Magtatapos na ba yan sa sa masters?
Mm.
Do
Very
you have any
soon.
title na, ma'am? May title ka na, ma'am?
Wala pa lang.
Wala pa. Bali, pa sa next pa na subject yung ANASEM, ang special prop.
So,
Hindi
amo na
naman Tagalog.
So I'm just only getting idea from your conference.
Pero dura si Shaira, basi nahuya na siya. Nahiya si Shaira.
On video mo, Ma'am Lai.
Sige, picture tayo.
Naka-on
Ayun lang. Screenshot.
Okay.
Nami kita na kon kamo dyan naga-screenshot. Hay nami akon nga post. Kung ako naga-screenshot, naga-zoom akan nga ulo.
Kung hindi, makaon ko daad galing ang dapit nga mo. Makaon ako daad.
Actually, laptop gamit ko sa
Sino siya si CJ San Pedro?
Amo da kay na, amo to anang problem. Magpamati siya.
From Davao del Sur?
No, from Malolos.
Okay.
Bulacan niya. Ang Davao mo na si Edel. Nagagawa. Ang si Shaira,
Bidya. Ubuso na kamulig
Gani, una-una si Shaira, nagwa. Pagambal ko nga next doon.
All those who need our help, buligan.
Yes, I will eat with the locust and you will see. Agod ko. Ay, nag-lag.
I only have water here.
Ma'am Lai, ano to? Yung stat niya to? I-post tabi ang stat mo.
Sir Anli, hindi nag-register.
Gani, pero nagsagot.
But I think he's already sleeping.
Sir, di ka tumala ka ako.
Okay. You're in good hands with Metro Bank.
Kapila ka na mag-graduate, Meg.
Kaduro. Pag na-inform ta kamo ha, bago lang ganang sulod message, so kaya naman Madonna confirming kami ang most outstanding small school sa PBB 2019.
Congratulations.
Kaso, darato.
Kaso, your PBB mo ng research, pagdating sa college, hindi na siya mahihirapan. It will be easy for him na.
Okay. Positive feedback pa siya.
Ay, okay.
Graduate na po siya. Helping a friend. Thank you po, coaches.
Ay,
God
okay.
bless
Nasan yung friend?
Our never graduate po.
Siguro kasi yung mga nahiya, mga bata, kaya nawawala sa linya. Ayan.
Oo,
Kasi sa pagtanong ni CJ,
helpful naman
grabe, no?
tayo.
Mas maganda sana pag yung mga kasama natin dito ay yung mga senior high students. Isama na rin natin siguro yung mga students natin na grade 12 yung nahihirapan sa
Mm-mm.
research. Baka meron
Member
sa
sila ng
kanila na
group,
interesado. Sa
walang
palagay ko,
pumasok. Signal.
siguro may problema sila sa signal.
Hindi
Okay,
lang,
signal
at
at
least
saka
this is the first
confident
time.
yung mga yon.
Hindi ko pa na-develop ang
Confident yung mga
confidence.
yon na
Confident sila kasi one text away ako. Kahit
at mababait tayo.
kahit midnight.
Nakikita yung phone mo. Tingnan natin.
Online.
Tingnan mo. Pag ako yung nag-print screen at nag-screenshot, pag ako yung nag-screenshot dito, parang ang hirap.
Nagpagawa agad kayo,
Kay
nag-struggle pa
delikado.
sila. Yun talaga. Yan sabi ni CJ. Yung iba po kasi hindi nagtuturo, then nagpapagawa agad, kaya nag-struggle po sila.
Oo. Yan kasi yung mahirap kasi yung ibang teachers hindi talaga nagtuturo. 'Di ba? Nagbibigay lang ng module.
Again, kaya malaking tulong po ito sa mga nagsisimula po sa research and sa mga katulad ko po na gustong matutunan ang research. We will have the online university for research.
A good start na po sa
Thank
sa
you
aming
for
tatlo.
the good words. Hope you will
Thank you po sa
invite the rest
compliment.
of your friends to join us next week. Every week kaya every Saturday night.
Oo, every Saturday kaya
Chika.
mag-open tayo. Pasensya na kayo kung medyo late na akong mag-open kasi meron pa akong kanina. Busy sa klase.
Sige. So, the end of time.
Again.
This is indeed a milestone on our part, and I hope to share with each one of us, of course, the idea about research. And I hope that this is not just this is the first of
Hopefully
the
not the
many
last.
episodes that we'll be doing.
Yes, this will be
So that we can
episode
help a
1.
lot of students. Yes, definitely not the last. Yes.
Okay, Ma'am Shi.
Ano nga bang
Okay.
masasabi ko? Kasi late ako eh. Okay, but thank you for being a part of this, and I hope that later on we will have a lot of students na matutulungan pa, and sana we will get your support too with this endeavor, and ang gusto lang naman namin is yung makatulong sa mga students, lalong-lalo na sa senior high school na nahihirapan ngayon sa modular learning. So it's really a great opportunity for us, and we are really happy to help every one of you, and sana dumami pa yung mga members ng ating
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you, participants. Na kanina we have many members, I think. But maybe it was answered because of CJ's questions, and they have the same problem with like that of CJ. So next time, I think we'll be reaching out more students who needs our help. Tell them, CJ, that we do not ask for payment or what. Just subscribe to our
This is
channel.
for free.
Just subscribe
This is
to our
for
channel.
free.
This is for free. And we'll make it a habit to see you every Saturday, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. or beyond. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye, CJ. We'll be going to
So, Sir
the
Bernie.